Good evening. Hello. Jamie, of course you gifted that many likes. Of course you did. Of course you did. Hi. Welcome in, how we doing? Hope you're doing well. Star Prona, Guess, Stephen, Uriel, welcome in. Pizza, welcome in. Jamie, welcome in. Aaron, welcome in. It's driving day, of course. You better be in game, you better be ready to go, eh? There's a very specific job we need to do first. That's what I'm just saying. Turtle, how you doing? If you're driving while that's in game, of course, you may not be able to type in game, I suppose. If it would be like me, where I'm behind the wheel and I have to lean over the type, I'd rather not do that. So maybe your phone, but I don't think you need to be typing that much. Typing. Like having a full-on conversation may not be much mean. We'll see. Risto, how you doing? MM's welcome me in. Rizzy, welcome me in. Driving, yes. This Gez with his messages. By the way, I did a poll on the TikTok thing, because I was still wondering, like, we're in landscape on there as well, and I was wondering whether they actually preferred that or they preferred vertical. And it turns out the majority of people still do prefer horizontal view, which I found quite surprising. Even though I may still continue to do some streams on vertical layout. Yes. Yes. You're doing it multiple times, Giz. That means it does work. That's interesting. Vambi, how you doing? It does trigger both. Don't spam it. No, there's no way to fix it. There's no way to limit it per person. I'm just doing it based on whenever the sound is playing. That's it. Rewards, community, chat, channel points, edit. There isn't one. Because it's such a dumb platform, there isn't one. I might just disable it on there, so you won't be able to do it on there. The only things you can change are require viewer to enter text and skip reward request queue, so it doesn't show up in the thing. You could spam hi unlimited amounts of times, so what I'll do is disable that. Can't do it there. I'm assuming on those streams as well, you also wouldn't be able to have a first, second, and third. There's no quantity value. There's no quantity. Why is there not? Yeah, I'm not missing anything. It's very simple in its layout, but there just isn't one. But yes, welcome in. Hope you're doing well, big fan. Get yourselves down to Kiruna and Sim 1. That's where we're going to be driving. That's where we started from driving, eh? For now, you just have to do the hi on here because that's how it works. But theoretically, it does respond to both because now it's actually connected to both. So anything I do out over there should work. Shed, I'm doing well. How are you doing? We haven't started yet. Not yet. Oos, welcome in. Kayla, welcome in. Dark, how you doing? Big fan, big fan. Let me, in-game. I, of course, surrounded by other people. We're in the service because the industry we were at is really far away. What do you mean, what? We usually drive on Sim 1. We're in the DLC, so we don't need to be near anyone, any busy area. Should be fine. Does Truckee works? Truckee's there. Hey, very nice. Your green truck. So in game, are you Vistrix here at the front? No, that's not a green truck, is it? Which one is yours? Or is that yours? Stay hydrated. Yeah, think of that, Rebel. Big fan. That's you. Okay. Because you're not the only one that would have a different name. I just need to associate you with whoever it actually is. So that makes sense. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Ah, I see. You've got kind of the... I might call this the Minecraft paint job because it's in the squares and it's kind of the sci-fi blocky, you know, kind of thing. Hydro homie, is that what you want to call them? It's pretty good. We do drive with the community. Everyone here is in the community. I have a job I need to do for an achievement, and they can join in for that. It's a very specific job, though. I want to do it via a World of Trucks job, but you don't have to do it via World of Trucks if you don't have it. It's probably going to be a flatbed job, because it's the only thing we could somehow generate last time. Oh well. Working night shift. Ah, I see. Well, I'm assuming you're here typing on your break or something. You better not be typing while you're supposed to be actually working. CD run. I've done the CD run before a while back. I haven't done it with this wheel yet, and I'm not going to do it with this wheel at the moment. It's dangerous. Dangerous. If anyone wants to join for that, whenever I end up doing that, you're on your own. It's not me guiding you and with you. You're on your own. That's it. You're not supposed to bring organised amounts of people there. Okay? Traffic control. Oh, absolutely nothing at night. Well, that's good. That means you don't have much to police in that way, you know? Would you... Well, maybe you would have something to go and do, I guess. You just sit around doing... Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I get it. Okay, the job we want for the achievement is going from Ivalo to Karuna to this place. Last time we went from here to here, so we're in Karuna now. This time we need to go from here. Very specific, and I'll bet you it's not going to be there. No, it's not there. Of course it's not there, which means we may have to generate the job. It only gives me un. Of course it does. But that means I can generate it from the place that's just down the road. It's a pain to find. All the achievements are always a pain to find. Very, very annoying. So what we should do is, if we go down the road to this industry, then generate it from there. Didn't generate it though? That's fine. I'm still gonna. It's not my, you know. I'm gonna do that. There is one coming down the road. Hello, how you doing? Mew. Okay, let me go to the industry first. You can follow if you wish, just so I can take the job. HBO Max. I'm not interested in any of those things, but that's very interesting that it's come here. People already have all their alternatives. You got your Disney Plus, you got your Netflix, you got, you know, so many. And none of them link together, so you have to buy each subscription separately, right? Crazy. Crazy. Right, we're here. 3 reports 2 days ago and all expired. In-game reports, unfortunately they will. If you send via the website, it's likely they won't. In-game is more likely to expire, sadly. Especially if you do it at a time where there may not be too many team members on. A redeem to choose what the next load is going to be. That could be an idea. That is okay. I just have to remember it. What price would you set that? Woofy. What price? Hello, Denick. Sail the high seas. Well, let's just have a look on the normal market first. Freight market. Well, well. Even S. Like, I'm not spelling it wrong. It is SV. There's no accent on either the S or the V's. So, oh dear. 2,000? Yeah, a bit more than that. It'll have to be a cooldown of maybe 1 per person. Maybe like 2 per stream, because I don't do that many jobs per stream, do I? So 1. Svol. And if I bring up the actual the achievement itself, just for those interested. It is the Above the Arctic Circle achievement. We could do the fish one. Yeah, we'll do the fish one afterwards, because it has to be from Tromsø or Alta, which are nearby anyway. Ivalo Karuna Svolir doesn't mention anything you specifically have to take. Just any excellent delivery. Excellent. Has to be excellent. Go to Kalamata? Really? What, in-game? Or I was going to say. That's quite far down. Double train? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Shipyard, we could. I could do a random. Let's see. Pick the funniest sounding petrol. That's going to give us a lot of value, given how expensive oil is right now. Potassium hydroxide. Non-alcoholic beer. Flour. Roofing felt. Acid. Not that. Not that. Corks. Beverages. It's very generic. What kind of beverages, huh? Almonds, stone wool, cars, empty wine bottles, barley, tableware. It's going to go through everything, so... So for a shipyard, maybe they're redoing the ground of the shipyard. Yeah? Beverages. Rice. Truck rims. Smoked eel. Rye. More smoked eel. TMP sign. There's something that sounds really, really silly. Nitrogen. Liver paste. Roof lights. Fluorine. Acid. It's rotating through a few again. Apples. Let's take some apples. Why not? Yeah, they're all fairly light. And we'll set it to normal. As long as it's 2 there. It doesn't matter what really it is, or, you know, as long as it's going to the right place. Small. Bibby trailer. Small trailer. But where is it? Is it from in the building here? Or am I going to go... My game is stuttering for a moment. Oh no, it is there. Why is it stuttering? Apple a day keeps the doctor away. Why, was that just a thing to make kids eat fruit? What is the history of that saying? Of that phrase? Hey folk, how you doing? Big fan, sorry I didn't see you. Hi. I'm just rolling backwards here. I thought there we go. I saw it now. How you doing? So company is the Borealis shipyard from Svol. Solver. If you are in game, you can right click my name and press copy job, and it will bring up the same prompt for you. Then you can just press generate as well. An American phrase. The GCB. I'm refraining from taking too many specific JCB ones. At least now a few more people have... It's sticking out of the container. A few more people have the Bobcat one, but I'm not taking any more Bobcat ones at the moment, because not too many people have it. Oh, you have a 70 stream streak? Why didn't that show up in the list? That is not in any of my... Oh, it shows up in one of them. Okay, so I have 3 different sets of event lists, because some show up. So the one that comes in StreamerBot, the one that is the same as the multi-chat, and the one that is from Twitch's dashboard itself. It only shows up in the dashboard one. Thank you for the 70 stream streak. I appreciate that. God damn. My lord. In one of the streams I watch, I'm on a 69 streak right now. So next one will be the big 70. 69. Right. No specific route. Very bendy road. Job check to Kalamata. That should be good profit. What profit are you expecting to get? If it's good and you get a lot of extra skill points for that, you could have maybe nearly 100k for that. Sounds pretty decent, doesn't it? 69 yesterday. I mean, it makes sense you can't spam every single one, because then people would spam it a lot, wouldn't they? Ta-da! And we're off at 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning in game. It would get annoying, yeah. You can change it to where the minimum amount that gets redeemed. Say, for example, if you don't want anyone starting to 3, 5, and so on, you can start at maybe 50. If people do have that a lot. This is the Moser, yes, this is the Moser TSW. What do you think? I've had this since, basically since the new year. I'll say again for the new year. Because it took me a few days to actually do my video on it and then my first stream on it. So technically speaking, I've had it for a few more days than the video. If that makes sense. Got it around about New Year. So, a New Year's gift, how about that? Hello Tiger, welcome in. Yeah, this has to be the first job, and the next ones will have to go teleport to one of the different places and do jobs from there. But we'll see how many we get done. Now that I am assuming, unless anyone did take a World of Chuck's job, we could go a little bit faster this time. We could go 90. Perhaps. Not at the moment, because we're in city speed limits, but you could eventually go 90. Until you hit a roundabout. And then crash around it. Scanny R or Scanny 2009? It depends on which one you want. This is technically a Scanny R, but the newer one. It's up to you. The older one does sound nice. And also has a nicer dashboard. Well, this one has a nice dashboard as well, but an easier to read dashboard, I'd say. Good play. Safe trip on your very long job. Good luck. Let us know the profit you got from it at the end. Because it gives you an estimated profit, but then of course, whoa, you may not actually get all of it. Might crash. Fuel stops and so on. Would be interesting if they had a detailed breakdown of the pricing and all of the costs during the trip would be taken away from the profit from the trip, if that makes sense. So that makes more sense. That could be like a more advanced, like realistic play style setting. So if you're spending maybe 1k, 2k on fuel alone, your eventual profit is less, you know? 1k, 2k less. Let's go 90. Let's go 90. Little loop-de-loop there. Have to get that one day. Only so that if you go 100 or above, you get race miles. Not that that really does anything. It doesn't like put you in a bad position or anything. It's just a lot of VTCs they don't want to have their race miles because they're not racers. They're drivers. So Oos is doing that while driving. Shed, hello Shed, how are we doing? Welcome in. Use the speed all the time. The funniest thing I end up seeing as of recent is, because everyone can see in the VTC channel in Discord, it is, I forgot their name, but they do purely CD road related jobs, and almost every single job gets negative profit. Almost every single one. My god. I don't know why they do that. Can you play? You're able to join from the next place we go to, Bassam. That's totally fine. As long as you have the Nordic DLC. Where are we? We've just left Karuna, going across massive bad stonks. Yeah. Called you a maniac? Well, yes, of course. But now, isn't this the same one of those? Oh, I'm running out of fuel. Isn't one of those the same friend that was the bad driver that you said? It's kind of exchanged now. It's, well, I say running out of fuel. I've got 600 kilometers left. So can't be as bad as the job you did. Which one was that? Viewpoint, but I can't stop for it. We've been this way several times. Moving on? Yeah, exactly. So now you're even. Driven, we are, yes, see? This time it's me in front of the wheel. You can see the wheel cam as well. It's mine. I'm the one behind the wheel this time. Hopefully no bad driving. There'll have to be one day where, like, after everything is basically done for this DLC, we do a kind of chasing the secret roads, the viewpoints. I still need the viewpoints for an achievement, so technically I should have stopped at that one. But on the move it's a bit more annoying. It's easier when it's just in the city somewhere, because then you can kind of just stop. What time is it where I am? For me, it is 5 PM. I start my streams at 5 PM UK time. However, as of this weekend, we'll be going forward, +1 from what we are now. So, 3 hours ago. In-game 3 hours ago? Yeah, because for Australia, that's getting close to midnight though, isn't it? It's getting quite late for most of Australia. Yeah, 5 PM is when I start. It will still be 5 PM UK time. I think just for the conversion to everywhere else, it will seem like it's an hour later. On it, because we're going forwards an hour. The timestamp in the Discord thing, it changes regardless of what time you are anyway, so it will still show whatever time that will be for you. It'll seem like it'll be later, but yeah. 4:20 AM. Drop on a 12. Okay. Yeah, so then you are, that's an easy way to work that out, you are 11 hours. Or, yes. 11 hours, goddamn. 3 to 8. Yes, because as of now-ish, well, yeah, kind of mid-afternoon into sort of now is when the peak time is for people getting on and doing, at least on the CD road and things like that. That's quite busy. So when I do the admin streams, there's quite a lot of people on for that. Turning. Need to discover that one day. Ish. Yeah. Oh, well done. Whoa. Knocked out the sign. Close enough. 2 to 3k? Yes. That's fair enough. Come to me. Not where we are right now because we're on the move. If you want to go to the town that I cannot pronounce. Actually, no, because for the next job, Basim, this may be confusing. I'll need to go to a different place from where we arrive. Because I need to look for a very specific job. So when I get there, you can teleport there if you have it. I don't want to tell you to go to one place and then I end up not being in that one place. I'm about to say names. Yeah, but try and pronounce this place name. I need to Google it after this and do the pronouncing thing. Because it's the A and the E that smush together, and I forgot what sound that is. But it may not be like shvol, it'll be like solve, maybe. It may not even be the first V. S-V-O-L-V-A-E-R. And it's Norwegian, so Gez can't help with this one. Classic Norwegian name, yes, exactly. He can't help with this one. How would you pronounce it? No, with your... Because they're not too different. You know, Norway and Sweden have some crossovers. How would you say it? If you were to sort of break it phonetically. Same in Danish. They are similar. That's another similar one, yeah. Careful. Rolling down a hill, careful. I don't know how many we have. 8 people on tap, that's pretty good. Yeah, going to that place, yes. But again, that's to complete one of the achievements. Then to hopefully start another achievement, we need to go to either Tromsø, or Alta, which are further north on the coast, the Norwegian coast. Probably Tromsø, because it's larger, therefore you might have more job potentials to find. Look at this speed we're doing. Oh my god, it's so good. I say that and I'm probably going to tip over at some point. Again, I don't need fuel just yet. Maybe near the end I'll fill up, who knows. 169, not yet. Not yet. Ooh, that scares me. Does anyone also lean into a turn physically, thinking you're not going to make it? Is that an instinctive thing that most people do? Because I do that sometimes. In a year. They do maybe 2 or 3 versions a year, so do the maths on that. I went over 100, but I quickly went down. 1 undone. Who knows? Yes, it's just an instinctive thing people do. Oh, you found a secret road? You can go that way if you want. Does it goes around and comes back. Oh. Wherever the next join is, I assume that's where you rejoin us. There's a little notch sticking off here, so he might be coming down this way. There he is. Round there and then... Oh! It just... merged onto this lane. Somewhere. It might go underneath and back up and round when that part is there. When do you think SEOs will update the older models? They need to get in contact with those companies, I think. Because if it's an older model, there isn't much that needs updating to it. If it's just back in time, those really old ones, I don't think there is much that needs updating. They're redoing the Scania, though. The older generation of Scania, they want to improve upon that one. Lovely bridge. They do want to improve on that, so potential. Black people on the map. They are the people that are not on my Steam friends list. The black coloured dot. It's actually a very dark grey, but it's close enough. Purple is if they're in the Truckers MP page VTC thing, and white if they are on a Steam friends list. Green is if I have their names selected. Clicked. And is there any other colour? Don't think so. Shouldn't be. It's 4 main colours. You can change them to whatever you want. By default, they are green and blue. I do need fuel, but not yet. I'm good. I'm watching it. I'm paying attention to it. I can see it. We have World Sim 1. Yes. Next job is from a very specific place, so I'm not saying go to this particular place, because when you get there, I won't be there. All will be explained. It's kind of attempting to do some achievements. Achievements are very fiddly to do in-game. Especially if you have to try and navigate a lot of people around to the same place. Look at that. Damn, down there high. Just went on that bridge. Lovely scenery. Damn. Almost said we're following the coast. We're not really. If we're still heading west, we're not really following any coast. Some rivers, maybe. Hope he runs out. Shut up. How dare you? For this, I may slow down a little bit. But you see how it brakes quite a bit. So I'd rather just brake manually. You like the idea? You'd make a bet on it? If it runs out? One day I will definitely do some sort of job where I have to follow every speed limit. So at the moment the road speed limit is 50. I should definitely be going 50. Zooming through this neighborhood. Too fast. Oh, it's the hairpin turn. A very sharp turn coming up. Though there is an extra piece of road that sticks out. Oh, it's just a little loop. Want to go and discover that tiny little loop there, feel free. It's probably so people can turn around before the hill. Which makes sense. And then we're going up this way. Hit the sign? Almost. Lovely. Oh, look at the sun coming through the trees and everything. The peeps coming up the hill. Very nice. Floor 250. I think I'd be able to. I think I have the ability to do that. Hola. Ballistic, how you doing? Welcome in 90 streams. Have flower. Appreciate that. Hope you're well. How's it going? Look back. I need to pick a consistent speed, but none of these turns I can do at a very consistent speed. It says the limit is 80. But I slow down to 60 for that one. That's a bit too fast, I think. Mon, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate the follow. Turning again. Yeah, we're nearly there. 100 left. Good speed. Good speed. Not quite Godspeed. You made a prediction? Man, it all depends if I'm like very reckless on my pedals, because that uses more fuel. Anything could happen, but I'm just saying I've got 350 left versus 90 left. So, eh? Hopefully someone doesn't go all in on that, because that would be quite dangerous. Dangerous for your points. Please don't. This is nice. I mean, every now and then you get one person coming by. We've seen 2 people so far. 2 randoms. It's Westland. Nearest town? Nearest town would be the destination. So the Svol place. But then from there, be prepared to teleport to somewhere else. Because when we arrive there, we drop off our cargo, and then I want to go to somewhere else to then look for a specific other job. That one has to be the salmon. The salmon fillet. Fillet. Let's put yes. Is everyone on no? Lost 60k. Skill issue. That's purely on you. That's purely on you. Well done. 50 to go. This looks really nice. Don't have everything unlocked. That would be the unfortunate part. Yeah. Did you drive all the way up to where we are here? Is that what you did? Because you were mentioning something about preparing on where to go. The place I want to go is a few towns up north from where we are now. If you have loads of money, you may be able to buy the garage and then go to the garage there, instead of quick traveling to the service. The service you have to have unlocked. But then when you get there, you have to do a bit of driving around for it to actually unlock. To get the roads. Oh, this looks nice. Following the very bottom of the mountain there. Huge win if I do run out of fuel, exactly. I don't know how I would. This is a nice road. And you notice it's all been a kind of rural country-ish road, huh? So whoever, I believe in the TikTok chamber, whoever it was that was asking if there's any really good country roads, pretty good. 1 to 26? God damn. Yeah, buying a garage and teleporting wouldn't take too long. It wouldn't be too bad. You should be fine with that. Hello, Barosh. Welcome in. Through the mountain. I also like how they've just carved it out instead of reinforcing it with something else. 26k, yeah, exactly. So it still looks like a natural tunnel. Downhill a bit. We're basically here. We're basically here. I hate to alarm you. I hate to alarm you. What if I crash? How about that? You've been here before. One of your favorite spots. That makes sense. Fuel. Yeah. Yeah. You think I'm gonna run out? Yeah. I could. Turtle, are you doing that while driving? What are you doing? Oh, I'll go past it. We'll be fine. Go get. In a minute. In a minute. Do another lap. Go back the same way on the same fuel tank. Oliver, welcome in. Was that you waiting in there? Someone was in the fuel station. You waiting for us? Turtle, I appreciate that. But if you're doing that while moving, what are you doing? Have a flower. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. A fresh sub. Enjoy the ad-free experience. The badge and the emotes. Oh my god. Don't want to lose 1 point. We're about to. Then before it explodes, yeah, just tire pops or something. Game crashes, therefore I never make it. Limited to 60 right now. Getting there. Almost. I think upon teleporting, one of the first things will definitely have to be going to get fuel. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Cheese. Good afternoon. Good evening. How are we? Jumping in Budu? Ah. You're near-ish then. Didn't trigger the indicator. There we go. And then we go around this way. This is all very nice. Through here. Ooh. Of course, Texas is already here. Sorry if I slammed the brakes a bit too much. I wasn't sure where. And then it's round the back of the building. Please don't be a really silly angle. Arrive. He hath arrived. Oh my god. And it's a small trailer as well, so that means I'm going to have to do so much correction of my steering. Where's the corner of the building? There it is. Ugh. Because this thing turns really, really sharp. Never mind. Hey, that was pretty damn good, wasn't it, hey? Never mind on that one. Achievement above the Arctic Circle. Got it. Stonks. Very nice. Let me move out the way for others that want to park here. Yeah, Phil, hold on. We'll go and get it. Hold on. Right. The next plan, I haven't moved yet. The next plan would be from Tromsø. I want to look from Tromsø or Alta. Alta you can't even TP to, can you? Well, there is a service there. But Tromsø has a garage as well, so we'll probably go there. Fuel, yes. Which is over there. And then, yeah, the salmon. This one, it's just, you just take a job to Sweden and then a job to Finland, right? It says you have to go to 2 different countries. That's it. Yippee! You won 2 channel points, well done. Yeah. Have you done all of them, Vampy? I assume you have. $89 litres left. Hello, Clear Sky. How you doing? Greece ones. Oh, I think I've done those. Yeah, only ones left are 2 Driving Academy ones and 2 Nordic ones. Damn, some of my older... It'd be nice if you could sort these by, like, date. I think. Mr. G, how you doing? If you could sort these by date, I don't know if they're organized by date. I know they are, actually. They do seem to be. Appreciate the raid. Welcome in. How you doing? How's your stream? Were you driving? What were you doing? Just completed 1 achievement. My oldest achievement, if this is sorted in order, is the use automatic parking, and that was done on October 31st, 2014 at 7:30 PM. Not bad. Not bad. Very long time ago. How you doing, mate? 0 points with Netherlands. Thinks all that gambling is bad. Unless the profits go to the state, then gambling is free. Right. So they don't like it even if it's a point system where there's physically no money to go in or out? It's just points, right? Or does it encourage the mentality of gambling? Well, like if you do it in points, you could become addicted. You like the idea and you thought, I could try this with real money. It's points. Poor thing, man. Oh. Shall I take your points away then? Shall I prevent it so that you can gain points to begin with? In Sweden as well. Oh. Okay, if everyone is delivered, let's go. Quick travel in my case. Up to Tromsø. If you have it, of course I can't do that because fuel problem. I'll go to the... I don't own the garage though. It's if you have too low fuel. Garage manager, do I have to buy the garage just to get there? I'll buy it, go there, then sell it. How about that? I know there's a fuel station quite literally around the corner of where we went, but no! That's too easy. I'm not doing that. 430 quid. Easy. Epidemic of gambling ads. It was unbearable. Oh, God. Can only imagine. And now, company, garage manager. Sell. Lovely. I get a little bit of my money back. Perfect. No, I do not wish to buy this garage. No, thank you. And of course, you can upgrade it to get the fuel station in it, but... Right, where's the fuel station? Whoa, fuel station is around the corner. So before I forget anything else, let me go there first. Can you just do in a garage? Would you like a garage? I have a few garages for you to buy. That's the cool church thing. If that isn't. Photo trophy? I could on the way. Maybe. This, I think, requires you to go all the way round, doesn't it? Round and up. There's everyone else in the service. Yes. Hello. Oh, secret road up there. Oh, is that another secret road? More than one. Did it even draw a Greg's? They might name a company in a maybe a similar way. Are there that many Greg's that get delivered to? I know Greg's is a staple, but you know, like deliveries by truck? Are you sure? So I could just stop in the road right here, couldn't I? Park in the bus lane. You didn't install it? Oh, bless him. Yeah, we're only in the Nordic DLC today. Tool first. And then we might as well go to one of these industries and get a job there anyway. From there. Lovely place. Very nice. 60-ton trailer. Smash into that building up ahead. Forget the turn. Shed. Shed has arrived. Shed on wheels. I wonder if it, obviously it's downscaled, but in the real world, if there is a building directly after that bridge, do they see quite a lot of fast vehicles coming down the ramp? My username is exactly the same as you're watching right now. Same name everywhere. My ID in game is 657 right now. You waited? Where were you waiting though if you didn't install the DLC? Because I'm not going to be going anywhere else today. I mentioned we're specifically doing achievement things in the Nordic DLC. Socials! Everything is the same. Be sure to drop a follow somewhere. Go for it. And you'll have to anyway, because I still like the idea of, like, people say, like, do you play anything else? Are you going to play anything else? I probably will, but I will not do it on this channel. Could do it on the YouTube or somewhere else. Therefore it gets turned into a video, maybe. Or it gets archived. Cut a big hole in the building, make it a tunnel. What you could do is have one of those optical illusions where you paint the idea of there being a tunnel there. Yeah. Playing the main map. Not today. I have some roads I still need in the main map, but today, that's not my aim. Dink. Yeah, the 3D art kind of thing. Like a trailer? Ah, he's got one pig. One pig on that trailer. Right. What's the correct way out? You go around this way, yeah? Past all you lot that are just parked up over here. Now, because this is a collision zone, let's go back to somewhere safe. Whatever the nearest industry actually is. The NS Oil, probably. Kind of small industry there. Then we'll take a job. You must be in a safe place when you generate a job, because if you and someone else generate a job, it could mess up for you. And one of your trailers might go flying. Right now we're in Norway. Haven't picked a job yet, but we're in Norway right now. Ta-da! I've arrived. Safe. See? Safe. Chill. Now, the achievement we now want is called Salmon Run. Deliver 2 cargoes of salmon from the city of Tromsø or Alta to 2 different countries. Countries, not cities. So this one is probably going to go back to Karuna. Oh, it could be here. Take it here. This song sounds like one of those YouTube intro songs. YouTube background music songs. Oh, yeah. But then we have to teleport back. And then do it again. The Altar one we could do one from Altar to Ivalo, because that seems to be a decent distance, rather than going from Tromso down, up, down. How's it get load? When I have it, you will be able to, if you have the TMP list open with tab, right click to get your mouse, and then you'd see my name, and you'd see copy current job. When I select it, it'll allow you to get the same job. Why does it lag for you? Where are you driving? If you're in the busy city, yes, it will lag. Of course it will lag. So, we won. What was the place? Crescendo, that one. Oh, firstly, actually. Can already break the shocking news that World of Trucks is nothing we're looking for. Damn it, man. I was so hoping it would have the exact job I want. What are the chances? Soler pronounce. We're curious of this, okay? In Norwegian. Turn that down.
Svolvær.
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 We go, no, it's full air. They? I mean, okay. That sounds interesting. We want salmon fillet. Yes. From an oil company? I have no idea. They. Oh. What's this shoal bit then? Pump some salmon. These are polluted fish. It's fish oil. Ah, I see. Right. Name. Right. To a mining industry. That makes it even better. Let's go there because I don't have that industry yet. Yes. Right. I think now you should be able to click on my name and generate the job. If you were... Whoa, it's this way round. Dunk. Got it. Hopefully that worked for Turtle as well. And then we loop around. You don't have to have the same one, but if you don't have the achievement, you might as well. Lovely. Lovely. Hello, Gino. How you doing? We saw you the other day. Yeah. Driving on the CD road or something, I think. Saw you in game. Hope you're well. A pig. One pig. What's the name of that pig? Shed. What's the name? If there is no name, why not? Shed pig. A very creative name right there. Very, very creative, yeah. You can do better than that. Come on now. Too much oil. Got it. Good. Yep, there you are over the back. You should have the same one. Yep. Better stream name it. Alright, think of a name for his one pig. Call it Dave. You just pick a generic name. Call it Dave. Dave the pig. Better always been in frame. Yes. I want to go this way out because the extra road went up. Doesn't affect the journey. Oh, that bit's grey. Bob the pig. Yeah, whatever. Whatever you want. And then that way. Maybe Bacon. It's a bit of a naughty name, isn't it? Oh god. Pork chop. Mr. Bacon. Does the monitor have to do with the lag? If the refresh rate of the monitor is so bad, then yes, it will visually appear like you're lagging, but generally no, it shouldn't. It's the settings of the game itself. It doesn't really matter what you're previewing it on. Mr. Bacon. Okay. Well, hopefully he doesn't become bacon. Doctor, I can see you on the outside there. If you want to just come in the industry, it makes it easier. Rather than just waiting. Because you'll be blocking the road otherwise. Polaroid TV. That should still display okay. It's not as good as an actual monitor, but it should display alright. Mr. Bacon, yes. Or you can just begin the journey, that's fine. What? 1 out of 1. I do like that trailer design, by the way. Of whatever company that actually is. I don't know if it's one of those from the Russia DLC, because they added so many. They're in the game's files, you just can't really use them yet. Even lags on single player. I have a feeling it's just settings of your game then. Set the game to some of the lowest settings, and if it still lags, then something is wrong. Something is like very, very... Hey. Something is very wrong. Honking. You gotta wait for people on the roundabout, mate. Be careful. Roundabout goes first. Even though I didn't really indicate there, but... Well, honking in the tunnel, beep beep. Hello, Krew. How you doing? What settings? Well, I don't know what might be bad in your case. Any graphic settings you don't need to have up. If you're playing on 400% scaling for some dumb reason, turn that down. That sort of thing. Your refresh rate is probably, if you're playing on a TV, it's probably 60 or 50, which is fine. Doesn't really need to be more than that. I've limited everything on mine to 60 because I'm streaming this game at 60 FPS. Therefore, I do not need anything more than 60. It does kill your FPS. There's not much need for it, and unless you're doing like media-related things, like you need good photos and videos, then have it up. 312. Yes. Says it will take us 15 minutes. Fair enough. At current speeds. In for a lovely chill trip along some of the same roads we were just on. Low ping, it's okay. Oose's ping is pretty damn good. I say that and we just swapped places. Meow. Careful. Just barely holding the wheel now. Have yours maxed out, 200% scaling, you don't need to do that. If this game is optimized, it's not optimized, no. It's not optimized for good PCs. It was made at a time where we had some decent PCs, but it's not future-proofed, I would say. So, turn it down to maximum 150, because you don't need any more than that. 200% scaling is like you're playing on a screen size that's double the size of your screen at the moment. Yeah, the textures may look a bit more crisp, but you're not truly seeing that. You know, you don't really need that. Oh, it was leaning around that corner. That was a bit scary. Careful. And then if everything else is maxed out, reflections, if that's on like 200%, turn that down. Vegetation, turn that down. It's not very good looking in the first place. You don't need that. Hello, Falco, big fan. Just got your new PC. Congrats, enjoy it. What specs are we talking? What have you got? Playing on 4040p. Scaling renders. Yeah, scaling would render it, yes. But there's very few other games where you'd need to actually be upscaling it considerably. Like, what other game, unless you're taking super detailed screenshots, are you playing 400% the scaling on? What's the point in that? Most games max out at what your actual PC's resolution is. Your screen's resolution is. There's no need for that. Otherwise, you know? I've got 90. 400% is low. I turn it down to 150. 150 is fine. 1440 puts a bit of a strain on it. What graphics card are you using to play on that? Because you've got to have quite a decent one to be able to run 1440. Oh, 47. That's fine. 4070 is fine. That's all right. Kill truck. How? 100%? Yeah, true. You're already playing on a larger resolution, so you don't really need. You use it because yes. You know what? So be it. Sure. It's just insane. It's the HUD. The one in the vehicle, you can get that by playing on TMP. There's also one on the Steam Workshop, but there's one you can get by just being on TMP, if that's what you mean. The one in the top right is Truckee. Jumped on you. Force you to absolutely yeet your vehicle somewhere else, I assume. You can't blame the cat. The cat's too cute, you know. How do you see people's speed? Being a moderator, I have the ability to see that anyway. It would be really nice, Benji, if everyone could see it. Sadly, no. That's been a suggestion, though. I hope that does come eventually. See that brake there? Braked me quite heavily. So I have that on, regardless. It's a very nice feature. Would be nice. Would be nice. A ditch? No. Shouldn't be going at 90 on these. We were going 90 coming down this way. That's bad as well. Nothing's. I would not be happy if that rest area there is also a separate bit of road. It doesn't look like it on the map. Imagine. 99.99% and it's just that little bit that you can barely see anyway. That's annoying. "10 minutes, supposedly. The time is going down because our average speed is going up. This bit of road. Lovely, don't have this yet. Oh, absolutely. Zoom it. Perfect. Away from Kenya, welcome in. Damn. Hopefully your ping isn't too bad. It's okay, it's about the same as Uriel's ping, and they seem to be fine. They seem alright. When will be non-DLC driving? I don't know. At the moment, we're just focusing on this one. There's so many roads and things to do in this DLC. At some point, I do need to finish the German bits, if I am to go back up to 100%. And I also do need Greece still. City Road? No. No, not at the moment. No. One day I'll have to record CD Road, though, for my final footage of it before it gets changed. Then I'll do my own comparison video. Drive safe. We'll try to, Risto. Try to. Last day of the sale, yes. I don't know when the sale ends, if it is still today. When does it end? End of today, perhaps? Because it usually starts in Pacific Standard Time, I think. Like 10 AM or something like that. Ends today, yes. Well, I'm just wondering, like, when is the last possible moment today? When exactly today? CD is getting changed, yes. So in the Benelux update, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, majority of the CD road comes under that area, so it will change. You know the Duisburg section, Oliver? Where it expands into a kind of dual lane, whatever? It will look like that for the most part, I believe. So it won't be one continuous, unrealistic country road stretching across half of Western Europe. Unfortunately. If you've ever played in pro mods on that area, that's the comparison we have so far. It will probably look like that. Which looks nice, but it's different. You know? It'll be weird to get used to. I think the first bit of moderation of that new area will be, you know, be rubbish. Well, that's what it looks like. They are making the game realistic to some degree. They want to have realistic roads. So at least now the roads might have numbers on them. Because if it has no actual real life number, then, you know. It will look weird. You just have to get used to it. Brussels intersection becomes Antwerp. Oh, it's going to be busy though. Big city. Shed, be careful. Oh, he's going to rest. Hey, hey, hey. Is it past the pig's bedtime? Mr. Bacon's bedtime? Can't swerve. Oh, they will still try to. They'll still try to. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see people do their first few drives of it. And then, as I've mentioned a few times, people will probably blame us, thinking that we've done the change. It's not us, it's the makers of the game. We haven't done that. It'll be a cool bit of nostalgia if somehow, because they can add only certain changes to the map in certain areas, like the placeable objects and such, if on the arcade server we kept... Oh, I need that viewpoint as well. We kept the old one, the current one, but only on the arcade server. Gives people more of a reason to go on arcade, eh? But on every other server, it's the new one. How's that? Motor Rail, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Big fan. Free roam server? Yeah. Yeah, free roam is coming up as well. For those unaware of free roam, it is where you can essentially play like you're on arcade, but you have collisions as well. You're allowed to bump into people on a specific server. And that's at the beginning of May. Maybe 12. My god, man. Oh my god. What app am I using? I have the Tobii eye tracker. It is a physical device that goes below my screen. If you're aware of the Beam software, this is a hardware equivalent of that. Beam does the same thing. It's pretty good. I have it just set to do this. Because I don't want to make people motion sick. I have a keybind. I'm not exactly sure which button I assigned it to change where I can use every degree on it. I don't know which one it is. Because that one's the zoom. Ah, it's this one. But then if I reset like that, there we go. So now I can sort of lean forwards and backwards, turn my head, that kind of thing. And I guess this, yes, that resets it. Okay. So now it's just like that. Yeah, I've got to be careful not to crash there. I had that as a redeem at some point. I want to have it be... I have that in my to-do list, where someone redeems it, and then for maybe 10 minutes, there'll be a timer on screen somewhere. I have to enable that mode. But there is a small chance that someone's going to redeem it when I'm not driving, and then it will automatically start a timer. That's the hesitation I have so far. That's what I don't want to have happen. Who's behind me? I think I'm drunk? No, that's just normal. I think it's Prince behind me, unless anyone else is closer. Let's disable it. It could be, yeah, maybe. But what if he's not here, then what? I could have it linked to when the wheel cam is not on. How about that? So if the wheel cam is not on, that means I'm not really moving. But then I just have to remember to, you know. So when I turn that camera off, it also subsequently disables that reward. That's an idea, actually. Yeah, we could do that. So then it will appear at the top of the chat, at the top of the rewards list, as if it's new all the time. But yeah, that's an idea. When we arrive, which we're basically here, let me write that down on my to-do list. I've put one on my phone and one on a notepad type file. Where is it? What quote are you doing? 135? 315? Is this like the one that was done yesterday? Or the day before? The new quote? What quote was it? Game crashed? What, it's pig? You put pig to bed? My quote. Yeah, the recent one. I don't know where that quote is. I don't know what number it is. So here we are. We are delivering salmon from an oil company to a mining company. Maybe to feed the workers here. What's wrong with that? Is that a secret road? I'm assuming you can go that way. No, it's part of the industry. Okay. Never mind. Oh, we're going in here. Okay. Ah, there it is. 385. Got it eventually. No, I'm going to go further forward first. I'm not far enough over. Had a 5 in it somewhere. Yes, it did. Hello, Noble. How you doing? Big fan. Whoa, I've turned it too far. Whoa. This is just so I can keep the camera on. Start using head tracking. It's a very nice bit of immersion. You will find that if you don't use it for whatever reason one day, where's the parking spot? That you will instinctively turn your head, even when it's not even there. Chat, I can't. Hold on. Where's the? I'm not lined up with anything at all. I'm so confused because we're all approaching it from a very slightly different angle here. There it is. But there's a machine next to it. So I have to unrotate the wheel like that. Wheel is not still lined up. I'm gonna hit the thing again. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? This isn't that hard. What am I doing? Gotta line it up and get it away from this wall first, avoid the mound, and then go round the mound. The mound is there. Chat, what is he doing, chat? What the hell is he doing? It's right there, you see it? What is he doing? No, this is kind of on brand here. This is me. There we go. That's the closest I've gotten so far. Did you know this is my first time ever playing this game? You can tell, right? Tell me you can tell. There we go. There we go. There we go. Cut all of that out. You didn't see any of that. Watching us all try and park, just swarming all into one place. Yeah, yeah. That was a mess. I promise I don't always park like that. The previous job, despite it being a very fiddly, annoying trailer, was very annoying. First try morphed, see? 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 Morph knows. You didn't see anything else. Nuh-uh. Alright. Let a few others park. What we're doing now, we'll TP. We need to TP. We need to go to a different place. Problem is, I want to go to Alta, but Alta doesn't have anything to teleport to. That's so annoying. It's going to take forever to get there. Oh, it does have a service. Sorry. It does have a service. That's only if you've unlocked it, though. Game crashed. Now you've crashed. That's a shame. Because what I want to do is alter now to Ivalo, so it's both... We've done a Norway to Sweden, and we can do a Norway to Finland. That's 2 countries. 3 wheels better on a truck? What do you mean 3 wheels? The 8x4? You don't need it, unless you're using it properly. Better be using it properly. I'm using head tracking, not eye tracking. Head tracking. Eye tracking would be a mess. Way too messy. Hop an arcade, manually quick travel? Some people could, yeah. Tromsø Alta, there it is. 200 quid. $200. Proud of me? Thank you, Roush. Appreciate that. If you can go here, go here. Eye tracking will be sensitive. The thing is, I am also looking up at chat a lot, so the eye thing would distort and go all the way over the screen and off screen sometimes. So no, it's just the left and right of my head, which does well because then I can see my mirrors. That's all I really need, isn't it? I don't need to look up and down. If I were to have it up and down, I'd have it on a teeny tiny bit. We're in Alta. Alta, up here. It has a service, but you have to be here first to go and get it. Alta. Further around the coast from Tromsø. Because the achievement job has to be from either one of these places. From the city of Tromsø or Alta to 2 different countries. You don't have. Unfortunately, yes, you don't. Beam also does the same thing. Beam is good. OpenTrack as well. Whoever said OpenTrack? Yes, that's the same software I think that the track hat used. To-do list? Yes, true. Redeem for VR Toby mode. That's what I called it before. Assign it to same key as disabling wheel cam. Hopefully future me knows what that means. Have you ever, in your to-do list, you've written something that is just way too vague and thinking future me will deal with it? Oh my god, Shen, I see your picture. How did you end up like that? You silly man. Hold on. Right. Well, thank you for joining for that job. That's fine. It's this one is very specific. We don't normally teleport to different places. It's normally A to B, B to C, C to D, and so on. This is specific. A deer in a road. Right. Right. Of course, yes. What industry could we... It's got a Norsken. Why not? There's a photo thingy here as well. Kind of want that. Is that an electric scanner, I see? So there'd be potential where, like, at the moment, I know I don't have the wheel cam on. There'd be potential if I link it to the wheel cam keybind, where you wouldn't be able to use the routine right now, which is fine. So I think I might do that. 100 kilometers before the actual town. Okay, destination place of Big Pro. Can use electric trucks if you... Well, yes, if you do a quick job, but there is a mod on the workshop that somehow makes it so you can buy the trucks so you don't have to do a quick job with it. Oh, it's that. Now, what is that? Could be a building, could be a memorial of something. Okay. Ivalo. And then if we complete the job early, just wrap up there. I've done what I needed to do, so there have been many times where I've ended the stream slightly early. Because a job well done. It's nice to achieve things like that. Meow. Whoa, camera time. Alright. We are here. Now I can make it. We need from here to Ivalo. And it's to the big... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't have that as well. Gez, you okay? Was your Twitch delayed? Oh, you're skipping up, I see. What webcam? It is a camera. It's the Sony A5100, I think. It's a slightly older one. How many wheels? Mine is a 4x2, as it's called, because it has 4 at the back, 2 at the front. 2 sets of 2 at the back. You can have a 6x2, which does the same thing, which also looks quite nice. Or a 6x4, rather. I don't know which one it is. 6x4, I think. Just do that. Hey! But 8x4 is only really necessary, or, you know, realistic if you take very heavy jobs. Then it's fine. Take it. Because it still has to be salmon. Still has to be salmon. Most expensive ones. No, not always, no. Doesn't mean it's the most powerful either. It's up to you. Because this one, if you have enough horsepower, you can pull anything. There's a chance it will take a tiny bit longer to accelerate. But besides that, it's not actually that bad. Scotsman 3 Street. I appreciate it. Where it lets you buy it. If it is, I don't know, I've never used the mod. One of them should work, because it's the same vehicle in-game regardless. So TMP will still see the same vehicle. It just so happens that you'll be able to buy one. So you buy it on single player, then you swap to TMP. You don't buy it on TMP because the mod won't work. There isn't a best one, Trevor. There isn't a best, it's preference. It's preference. I'm just saying that I'm using 4x2. A few others are using 4x2. Uriel there is using a 6x4, I assume. Some people have a tag lift where the middle wheel moves up and down. Not a fan of that one. Take a heavy load, it will put more weight on the back axles and slow acceleration. Yes, if that really matters, you'll be a slightly slower acceleration, but that's if you're taking heavy jobs all the time, like the train, all the time. Which not everyone is doing. This one is the Scania, it's a 560, I think, not a 770. Where are we? We're in Alta. Alta to Ivalo. 2 very easy places to pronounce this time. This is for the salmon achievement thingy. It could be stuff. It could be stuff. The X-Low Logistics. Oh yeah, wow, that is really far away. How on earth that counts as Valo? I have no idea. That's insane. Okay. And now I do kind of want to go and get that photo trophy, but we'll see about that. 130 away? That's crazy. That's a lot. Hello, Mr. Pastor Workman. You used to flip it on turns, but 4x2 is gripped to the road. That also depends on your stability. That's entirely what you have set to. Big. For the destination. I'm assuming it's pronounced big. But yeah, Jan there has the electric. That's the electric paint job. Because it also says electric on the top part. The SBEV. Mid-lift to find it's limited on fuel? Yeah, well, you've put wheels where your longer fuel tank would be. So that's a benefit of these ones, where I have a massive fuel tank. When I filled up, I had 4,000 kilometers of fuel in my vehicle. Please be careful, because I have to do a bit of a U-turn here. Whoa. Ooh, Basic's taking a heavy one. Heavier one. There, so how about that? So, like, now I've turned that on, the reward will become available. I do want to make that work. That'd be quite fun. And then during the moderation streams, it wouldn't be available because we're not using that feature. So. Long or tackle it? Fair enough. Accidentally colliding with someone in parking? Where was it? Because there are certain areas where people go all the time and they still don't know it's a collision zone. There is one in Hanover, and there's the place in Dusseldorf where people go as an alternative to Duisburg. Those two have quite a lot of people in them. Hamburg. Could also be Hamburg. Oh, careful around that corner. Ooh, don't tip over there. Hamburger, yes. The only way to find out which one is actually good of either settings or which wheelbase is actually good is test them. Use all of them. Try it out. Whichever one is good for you based on your settings. I like the look of the 4x2. The 6x4 also looks okay as well. I have that on my Pro Mods profile. But you will find out because you are the one that's driving it. Someone else's settings may be slightly different to you, so if you copy theirs, it may feel different. Have Echo 8x4s? Yes, those look weird. Those are not very good.
I am now officially a teenager.
My God, your sub is a teenager now. Jesus, 13 years, Joe. How you doing? Hello, Dingy, as well. Welcome in. Appreciate that. The teen years of being an annoying teen now, eh? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. 20 stream streak? Very impressive as well. Yeah, it shows them in a different colour now on Chatterino. They're in a dark blue now. Which is a nice colour. I don't mind how that looks. Volvo's pretty good. Depends on what you want. S-Way 580, yeah. 780. 780 is just easy. I wouldn't even say it's overkill, but it just easily hauls everything. 700 horsepower in a truck is insane. Depends on what you're carrying. Again, if I'm carrying usual box trailers, this one is 15 tons. My 560 should also be fine. Volvo feels sleepy from the interior. Scanner gives Turkish vibe. If you have a lot of accessories, I'm assuming it will be. Customizing that quite a lot. That kid is going well. How are you doing? Welcome in. We have done 2 jobs today for achievements. First job was to complete another achievement, and then the one after that was to start another one, and this is the one that ended. Why did you downgrade? Because this has a better sound. For some reason, and I still haven't sorted out a video of that, they changed the sound of the 770 and a few others. And then certain engines, like the 560, sound good in comparison. The 770 doesn't sound good anymore. I'm not sure what the actual explanation was, but this now sounds okay, so I've downgraded to this purely because of the sound of it. Obviously, the old engine on the old Scania still sounds growly and it still sounds best. It's superior, but you know, just tired. That's fair. Busy day. Where are you from? Take a guess. Have a guess. What do you think? Ignoring the silly exaggerations on my accent. You're British. Correct. Well done. But which bit? The UK is a collection of countries, along with being a country itself, technically. That does confuse some people. Careful. England, yes. Long history. Oh yeah. 730. I should have actually kept that because I had the 730. That was the previous highest before the 770 came out. So. Oh well. My other Scania, actually, the Scania S, because I bought a new one of this when this came out. That's why this one only has 33,000. I could check the engine on that one, on the Scania S. Because I'm curious now. 3 streams deep. Why does yours reset, Sadness? Come on, do better than that. Better than that, aren't you? 30s. That's more like it. Appreciate those. Cousins with the British King or Queen? Probably. There have been a lot of relations on the high up end. A lot of us aren't really that bothered with the monarchy, to be honest. It's a tourism thing. Say North London. Not a bad guess, Mandy. Not too bad. Not too bad. I do have more of the southern England accent. That's very vague, though, still. You're not going to narrow it down even more than that. We're not doing that, but yes. English. English. Welcome in. Careful. Oh, that was close. FH4, you could. Volvo in ATS as well. I'm not a fan of how the Volvo's lights look in ATS. No, I like Freightliner looks quite nice. The W900, of course. Great. What's the street name and house number? Yeah, so. Yeah. Got Mandarins, enjoy. Your accent is easy. Are you British as well? English? Or is it one of those that's easy to guess? If you were to hear your voice. Scania's British. Yes. I think it's because the Scania has a nice interior and it just generally has a nice exterior as well. The design of it, you know, the front grills, the lights, that kind of thing. Tsjechen en Krew. Oh god, are you that accent? You're an up north person, eh? Krew. That's is that the Scouse? Because I've heard so many different variations even within the Scouse accent. Liverpool. So that is, yes. Scouse. I don't know why it isn't really just called the Liverpudlian accent. Like you got the Mancunian and things like that, which is Manchester, that's kind of similar. Birmingham. Scouse does stand out a lot. Scouse is very... Some people describe it as quite harsh, I think. The Irish accent. Yeah, but there's a mainland Irish accent and there's a Northern Irish. Oh, a real accent. Ah, well done. That wasn't you that were typing, right? Oh, it was. Oh. He crashed because he was typing. Who's this up the tune? Up north, probably. Is it a lot of the northern areas? Is it the sort of Yorkshire and things where they say tut instead of the? Going tut pub. Is that a Yorkshire thing? Yorkshire. Mix and match. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's the cool thing about loads of people. You could have like the majority of one accent, but you still have a little bit of flavour of something else. So no two people will sound exactly the same. I like that. Where we are now. We're on the way to Ivalo. This is a job for an achievement where we're going from Norway across to Ivalo. Scania is a region in Sweden. Well, it's from Sweden. Welsh accent? Yes. It might be Welsh. I don't know which one it is. One of them sounds calm. It might be the Northern Irish accent, actually. I think Southern Irish sounds a bit stronger in some of the words. One of them just sounds because the words kind of fluid into each other, you know. There was a viral video several years ago of when one guy was just looking at the map, and he was doing the voices of all the different areas, and it was transitioning perfectly between all these different accents. I'm trying to find that video. Good video. How do you check the fuel? You don't. Actually, no, you do. It's in the left one where the speed is. Bottom left is where it would be. You've got your speed, and then underneath that there's a little bar that's divided up into sections. That's where your fuel is. That's it. Unless it shows it in your dash. And in my case, it shows it on Truckee, so I can see how much I have left. Which I prefer. That's what. Yeah, in my case, I don't know which one is the fuel, to be honest. It's probably one of the two that's being covered by the wheel right now. Bottom left, bottom right. I don't know which one it is. Hello, Blood Bull. Your message is corrupted. What's up with that? You're so funny. Hello, MND. Welcome in. Lift. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. Somehow on the outskirts of Ivalo. Nowhere near. We could take a photo in if that rest area is large enough. I don't think it is. I feel it isn't. Static. Yeah, that's what static sounds like. Visual representation of static. Right. Where am I? Oh, it's right back there, isn't it? It's, yes, it is. That's me jackknifing myself then. You want to test something? That's fine. On the left, yes. There's the fuel. Parking space is there this time. Sheep go moo? No, they don't. Welcome in. How you doing? Good evening. What are you waffling about? They don't do that. So it is funny to hear animals do other animal sounds. If you're so used to hearing them do one particular sound. Like a lot of seagulls also appear to sort of meow. There we go. Salmon run. Very nice. They can meow. Can I see this? Yes, I can, but it doesn't look any different. Watching on a Nintendo 3DS? Nice. Remember when people used to be tweeting from every possible kind of device? That was funny. 26 tons. Now try and accelerate without a trailer at all. You'll zoom. Okay, we could go here, but you do have to be careful though. If we kind of park in a nice line here. I don't know if Joyride is with us though. Because this industry doesn't really... How are you... Is that possible? How do you... What? Is that a thing? You can do that? What wheel angle? 1800 on the wheel. 1800 degrees. $780. 780 would cover a lot of things. You're totally fine with 780. Okay. Good luck with that double. How, there's only a few of us left, that's okay. Yeah, we could go around there. Quarry Road? Good luck. Is this then the side exit? Yes, it is. Technically the main exit. There we go. I'll park kind of like that, so it's a little bit, you know. There's a protest going on. Do you know what it's for? Northern Irish sheep do? Ooh. Yeah, you're hearing seagulls on some of the rooftops. Instead of a little squawk they do, they kind of just go... Marr. Ah, there's the rest. You've arrived. Look them in. No, we won't reach the Cape Town. We'll probably end before that. Fuel, as people should. It affects everyone. Because oil is also used to produce a lot of things. So some of your consumables will also get expensive. Careful! Real, that's quite close though. Where are we? We are outside of Ivalo. The city of Ivalo. This is further up the road, just across the border. I'll take a nice photo here, and then I want to go and get that photo trophy. Students and immigration. Hopefully not like protesting against immigration, because it's one of those really dumb things everyone does. What do I recommend? Well, do you have the same wheel, Jensen? Do you have the Moser wheel? It's entirely up to you. 900 is what most of them do. The G29 goes up to 900 degrees. Unless you mean the tilt of how far back the wheel goes. Is that what you mean? Because that in this case is the Moser. Because you said angle, it could mean either one. Fanatec goes to 2800. That's not necessary. No. There was someone that said a few streams back, a few weeks back, that a lot of European trucks now, they have, I think, around 1400 degrees, so you could use that. But I'm used to 1800 now. When I got this wheel for the first stream, I used 1080, which was, I guess, just a little bit more rotation, and then I went straight up to 1800, and now 1800 is fine. The only struggle you'll have with it will be when you are reversing and you have to repeatedly turn it. 18 is a lot, it's double what I used to be doing. So you don't have to, again, you can use 1400 or you can stick to 900. I need to look in the software again. The Moser software, I want to do a challenge one day where I do a job with each end. It goes down to 90 degrees. 90. Not much. I can turn it like, what, 45 degrees in each direction, and that's it. That's insane. A bit like an F1 wheel. F1 wheels are 180, maybe? Actually, yeah, hang on. I'm imagining it. 45 is just nothing in either direction. You'd be turning so lightly, and it would be turning it so much. It's ridiculous. But it also goes up to 3600, I think. Which is all the way around. Is this everyone in our little circle now? Oh, one more. If you can park on the left-hand side, you'll be blocking out the deluxe trailer. Inevitably flip over. Yeah, I tilt it a bit too much. Because naturally when you're driving, you're sort of moving the wheel a little bit. Shut up. Stop honking. Shut up. Shush. Shut up. Shut up. Stop. Look at that vast array of Scanias there, with a few extras.
Huh?
1 MAN, 2 Renaults. Not bad. Skeptic, welcome in. How you doing? That angle is facing us. See, this is how I would have if I were to go up in the scaling, because I can see a bit of textures on some of our grills. Do you like mine? Which one is yours? Which one is Liam's one? There, can I do one from in the middle here? Kind of from the POV of the bench? Imagine sitting on this bench, eh? Having a lunch. He's just surrounded by all of these. Tweaker. Oh, that's not too bad. You've got the same skin as me. A lot of lights, though. That's a lot of lights. Arguably too many lights. It's up to you which one you want to use. I think that one looks much better. Yeah. I could do that, Mel. You're sitting at the edge of the table and you just see, it's not going to have everyone in the picture, but that's cool. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Autoveco now. Oh, you're Dry Ride. Hello, hello, welcome in. You are this one, I think. There. Very nice. There is one more. Who's this? Ah, they turned around and they went back. It's like I'm eating there, exactly. 1400. Yeah, it's in the middle. It might be like maybe 1414, 14 something else. You can type in any number you want. As long as it's a multiplier of something. Oh, nice. Quarry is so fun. Are you on the server playing with everyone else on that server? That is the Pro Mods equivalent of the CD Road over there. Oh, hello. I have a latecomer. We're almost done. There is one more thing I want to do. And it is to go up the road and somehow take a photo with that, whatever that is over there. Just one up. Nice quote. Like that. It's amazing. I mean, if you remove all of the dangerous people on that road, it's a lovely looking road. Very scenic, very windy, going down into the valley, across the dam and so on. Lovely. But, you know. Okay. Be careful, because it is a collision zone. Be careful when you're driving near each other. Watch out. You coming in this way? You're coming this way? Go around. Gotta watch out now. Very big. Okay. The challenge for the people, yes. You'll see a lot of people, they bring trains there because you're not able to bring doubles or triples there. So that's the limitation. So people have to take heavy trailers instead because they're still long enough to bring a bit of a challenge where you can kind of beach yourself. Oh, I can go fast now. I've got no job. Go fast. I'll probably crash. And there we go, we're back in Norway. One is right behind me. Please be careful. Wanted a gentle tap there. This candy is nice. But you hear how this engine sounds? This engine sounds nice. I want to also go into here. Whoa! Clip the curb. What is it, though? What am I taking a photo with? What is it? Oh. Is this, which is basically a stadium type thing. But the just so I can get a quick glimpse of what it is. I stalled it anyway. Ah. Interesting. Interesting. Parliament of Norway. How's that? I like having ones where it has the vehicle in it as well. Otherwise, it's just too easy. You're just taking a generic screenshot at that point. That'll do. That's fine. Very nice. Take a photo as well. I guess ideally if you would have spread out so you have only your own vehicle in the picture. Hello, Killua. Welcome in. And now, turn around. Careful of the double user who is zooming around. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a wreck. And now back to the safe industry that we were just in. Always go to a safe place. Meep. Use that as leverage. There we are. Oh, you crashed when you hit it. Ooh. See, I don't want to do the thing where like you flick the wheel in the other direction and then by doing so you just tip. I don't want to do too much. You know? I hope you didn't also hit me because I had slowed down quite a bit. That means you should keep your distance. Engine restarted there. And back through the rest area just for dramatic effect. Before then doing a final spin into here. There we are, we've arrived. Lovely. Hair salon for 4 hours? My god. How often do you sort your hair? Because you have various different colours. How often would you say you change hair colour fully? Because that's a big process. You have a lot of work. Every few months. Doesn't it not ruin your hair? Drifting. Well, you can't really drift, but kind of. Beyond the gate. Yeah, where Star is. You have to make sure you're like into the actual industry area, so make sure you're fully into the place. Just to be safe. Well, we're still in Avalo, but that's where we finish for today. We're done. All done. Very nice. Very healthy. Oh. Yeah, it can. Like, if it's being bleached a lot to completely change its colour, that just wears it out because of a lot of pulling and things on the hair. Like, I think if you straighten your hair a lot as well, doesn't that kind of ruin it a little bit? Even if you've got maybe a bit of hair treatment on it? Dolka, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Big fan. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, whenever you... Just make sure you're not logging off in the middle of the road somewhere. So that's why I always say go into some safe area, service area. Something like that. It's totally fine. You could finally afford it. Hope your desk is high enough for you to reach. It all depends on your seating angle. If your chair goes up or down, that could be an alternative as well. I don't know if this is... it works for me. That's the main thing. For me, this is okay. It may not work if someone else were to sit here. It depends. Oh, you don't use trainers? Oh, that's good then. Wooden chair? Ugh. That can't be comfortable for long driving periods, even if you have a cushion over it. That can't be good. Alright. Making sure I'm tabbed out. And 3 pillows. One behind you, I assume. You've got a bit of lumbar support, your lower back. Ta-da. Broke the wheel. Oh no, he broke it. Scanning tuning pack. It does have 3 different bars. The bar that I have on the front of mine is not from the Scania pack. It's from the HS something pack, which provides paintable bars and roof bars for all trucks. All of them. They won't be happy, no. Don't tell the person I spoke to I broke it. That would be funny if it gets back to them and they'd be like, we heard you broke your wheel. What happened? I'll be like, no, listen. I jokingly say when I disconnected, I break it. I didn't break it, I promise. I am petrified of breaking, even though I didn't, like, this was a generous thing that they gave, I'm petrified of breaking anything that is worth value. I cannot stand when someone, like, messes around with something that is very expensive. Why would you do that? That's so much. Let me tell you something. Exactly. But no, I take it off because when I move it to the side, the frame, so I can move closer to my desk, it's so I can move closer, you know, and otherwise it would be sticking out too far. I'd probably nudge the wheel and bend something. There have been times where I've moved my arm over and I've nudged the wiper stalk up or down, but that's fine. I didn't break it. Right. Sticking out. Well, I mean, they stick out to the left and right, you know, that's what they do. Now that's facts. Good fact. Is that what you do? You go into streams and you list facts? That's an interesting fact. Can't you see the paintable bar option? I don't know what they're named. Do you have... If you mean in the Scania tuning pack, there's... What I was going to say is there's 3 versions. They all have a chrome outer part, and then the mesh part in the middle is a white one, a grey one, and a dark one. That's it. The one that I have, as I said, is from the DRC pack. Not the one that's made for the Scania. Does that make sense? The roof bar is as well. Yacht. Okay. One thing that would have been interesting to do, I may not do it this week, is I do want to bring back every now and then, just maybe an hour of doing like a TikTok stream, doing moderation or something like that. Not this week, because I have video stuff to work on and I absolutely need to sort them out. But at some point, I want to bring this back, because I do need to sort things out. File space, I need to sort those out. It's getting dangerous to some degree, you know. I do need to sort it out. I'm just saying in the future that will come back. Along with wanting to play other things, maybe to get videos or at least highlights to say, yes, I have played this game. It may not have been on my Twitch stream, but it has been on my other streams. So, what we're going to do, last one of the week, I picked the song this time, okay? And there's quite a bit of variety. I don't know what to pick. Because there's a lot. Nice. 66 years separate the flight. Yes, I've heard of that fact. That's a good fact. I'm aware of that one. I think the chill one really would be nice, wouldn't it? Just end on a really chill song. This isn't the chill song. This one is. Oh yeah. Cozy, relax. Insane how much tech in that time, exactly. And you're thinking now between that same amount of time, so 1969 to whatever now is, you know, 66 years, yeah? It's crazy. Blue producer. If you're in the Discord, link that in the Discord. People can share their things. I have not shared the radar, things like that, Spotify's radar thing, or any songs I find, whatever, in quite a while. I do need to do that. But... have a flower. Thank you for joining for that. If you also got the achievement, very nice, because I did. The only 2 achievements I have now for ETS that are left are the Driving Academy ones, which should be fun. Feel free to go and watch whoever else you want. Watch any videos you want to go and watch. There's a handful of friends that are on, but a majority of them I've raided recently. So I don't do too much. I think we raided Dana yesterday, so can't do that again. You know, have to spread out the raids. Oof is for the raid. Perfect amount for chassis chat. Yeah, but we're not like that. We're not like that. Sparks. We raided Sparks very recently as well. Either this week or like last week. I want to spread them out by maybe about 2 weeks. I think we did. Because he recently had his partner anniversary, and I swear it was beginning of this week we raided him. So, this week, no. Have a flower. Appreciate it. Monday. You added it? Nice. Oh, you removed it? We already had one? We had it. That exact emote. Oh, you can keep it then. Time to join. Astrous, if you do want to, that's very kind. You can if you want. You'll be ready for the next video then. Entirely up to you. If anyone else does want to join there, you get early access to videos. A bunch of other stuff. You also become yellow in the Discord. So pretty good. From Mexico, good evening. The microphone is a Shure SM7B. It's the industry standard, this one. That everyone seems to use. It has 2 covers for it. I'm using the slightly larger cover. Anyway, appreciate you. I'll do the socials. The Shure, yes, that one. In the YouTube stream, they're in the description. In the TikTok stream, if you swipe to go to the profile, which you should be following anyway, there's a link there that contains every link within inside that. All socials are the same. Go follow all of them because you get some videos on each one. All right? That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Peace out. Big fan.